Good morning, everybody. Today is March 25th. Let's talk about the four games happened on Tuesday night, March 24th. Only four games. The first game is the Kings lost to the Hornets on the road. I like how the tables have turned. Last year, the Kings, I think they were somewhat competitive. I mean, I don't think they made the playoffs, but it's crazy how good Charlotte Hornets have been second half of the season. Like, they didn't even start off hot. Now everything is coming together for them. For the Kings, even the tank commander Precious Chua was out, but I think he still needs to be rostered. I think Clifford, if he's starting, he's gonna get 35 minutes. So also like him. But Malik Monk, with Russell Westbrook out, I think they tend to stick with their starters. So if Malik Monk is starting, let's go with him. He had 14 assists here, is really good. Devin Carter, if he starts, you could stream him for some points and threes. Maxim Renard, I like him, right? Play 30 minutes still. Doesn't offer a lot of defensive stats, but just solid enough, like some points, some rebounds, and decent field goal. And he has good usage too. And I really like Dylan Cardwell. Well, if you need blocks and rebounds, he's that guy. Doesn't need a lot of minutes. He can average 2 blocks. Probably one of the best block stream out there. Patrick Baldwin Jr., probably his first NBA start. You could start him too. If you could stream him too if he's confirmed that he's starting that night. They're still playing DeRozan. For the Charlotte Hornets, well, such an easy win. The minutes were low across the board. LaMelo is just playing super well. 8 assists, 6 threes, 2 steals in 20 minutes in 23 minutes. 20 points in 22 minutes. Brandon Miller, somewhat good game, and Diabate had a great one. If you need rebounds, you need blocks, he's that guy. 11 rebounds, 5 offensive, a steal and 2 blocks. Canepo hit 4 threes. On this Charlotte Hornets team, you could stream Ryan Cockbrenner for blocks and field goal. Everybody else, I don't think. Kobe White maybe for some points and threes. Everyone else does. They don't really have much. They don't. None of those guys off the bench have really good value, and they tend to play their starters almost all the time. The next game is the Pelicans lost to the Knicks. This game is a lot closer than we thought it would be, and it's crazy. They started Herbert Jones at the center. If you need defensive stats, you could go with him. They played him 37 minutes. They played Devontae Murray 28. He's still putting up good numbers, 12 assists here, and Trey Murphy had 4 threes and 16 points. Not bad from Trey Murphy. The fact that they're still playing Zion and Trey Murphy, I might need to check. Like, why are they playing these guys? Because, maybe they just want to go a different route. They do not want to tank. Saddiq Bey hit 4 threes, 18 points. We look at the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson played 38 minutes. Cat only played 24. Jalen Brunson had a good game, 8 for 9 from the line, and good efficiency from the field as well. OG had 3 steals and block, and Josh Hart had an okay game. For the Knicks, not much going on fantasy-wise, just like the Charlotte Hornets. They have a pretty solid starting 5, so nobody is really. Everybody's healthy, not much going on. The next game is the Magic lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, 131-136. Really high-scoring game. Banchero with Anthony Black has been out too, so a lot of guys out. So him and Desmond Bane, gonna have a bulk of the usage. Desmond Bane had an okay game, 17 points and 2 steals. Banchero hit his free throws, which was impressive. Had 36 points. Tristan Da Silva, he needs to be rostered. No defensive stats here, but he's just super solid 3-and-D guy, and he's getting 35 minutes a night. So if you need a 3-and-D and efficiency, he is one of the better guys out there. And he can actually score a bunch. He can average 15 points and 6 rebounds. Give him 35 minutes. So with so many guys out, Jalen Suggs was also out. He's gonna have good enough usage. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mobley did not miss a shot, 8 for 8. Donovan Mitchell, 11 for 11 from the free throw line, 42 points, 14 for 12. And Harden had 26 points. All these guys had a good game, very efficient from the field across the board. Yeah, as a team, they shot 60%. So no defense being played. I thought Magic is a fairly slow-paced team, but obviously we know Cavaliers like to run. So that's good. When you have a high-scoring game, everybody has a good line. And the next game, Denver beat Phoenix barely by 2 points. Jokic, he's kind of like out of the MVP conversations because Denver doesn't really have a lot of team success. But if you look at his numbers, it's still just absolutely ridiculous. 23 points, 17 rebounds, 17 assists. Like, come on. Come on. I'll be happy if a guy give me 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He just doubles that. Jamal Murray had 21 points, not the best game. Had 6 assists and 3 threes. Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, Cameron Johnson, all these guys. If there's a back-to-back, you could stream, because these guys are playing 30 minutes. But, everything's going through Jokic and Jamal Murray, so nobody else really get to eat. And none of those guys actually get a lot of defensive stats. Like Peyton Watson can give you a bunch of blocks, but Aaron Gordon doesn't get a lot. Cameron Johnson, not really. Christian Brown, not really. For Phoenix, Jalen Green had a decent game, 21 points, 6 threes, 6 rebounds with 3 threes. Devin Booker with 22 points, 8 assists. Didn't shoot the ball that well. Also, Agudaro need to be rostered if you're looking for the peripheral stats. 3 for 7 from the line is actually pretty rough, but I just like him. He give you solid enough numbers across the board. So depend on their schedule, of course. And we're getting so late into the playoffs. Like if your league is still going, that even if the guy is a top 30 player, but he only played 1 game the next 4 days, and this is your final matchup. And let's say he doesn't play a game in the next 3 days. In an extreme example, it doesn't happen that often. Like you drop it, or he doesn't play for 2 days, right? If you can't stream the next 2 days, right? So yeah. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.